Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday, Thursday. Just kidding. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about not only some summer house, but this is sort of like a mashup, like almost like a hot messy topics, even though we have hot messy topics tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern on the main channel. But yeah, it's like a mashup. We have some Miami, we got a little bit of summer house, we got some Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got a little bit of everything. Now, before we jump in, if you guys have not already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I think at the end of this, really, I'm more shocked at the fact that we have so many things going on, but it's literally, guys, this is not the last of it. We have a whole nother video where we have a ton of shit going on. So get ready. Here we go. Let's go. All right, guys. So Summer House, it's no surprise that they've already started filming, but we're trying to figure out who, in fact, is the cast behind Summer House. Now, we know that Lindsay Hubbard is returning for little moments, sure. Paige DeSorbo is not returning at all. Okay. Lexi Wood also not returning. There were like a few people where we were kind of like, who do you have returning if none of these people are returning? But hold on, Carl Radke, we're going to get into it. So the grand opening for Friends and Family, that was August 27th of 2025. Well, at least it's going to be, but the opening to the public is going to be September 5th. Now, this is located in Brooklyn's Greenpoint, and construction began in March after securing the space in January, aiming to be a dog and child-friendly place during the day and evening. But Carl credits his sobriety while also in kind of engaging authentically in Summer House. If he was not sober, he'd be in the bushes. That's what his castmates said, supporting his recovery. Now, Carl also confirmed that he still holds a lot of love for Lindsay Hubbard, describing their split as difficult, but he said that it was handled gracefully. Now, as far as the soft bar concept, so it's a zero-proof cafe bar providing soft cocktails and coffee, but designed to offer elevated alcohol-free social experiences and extended nightlife into non-alcohol hours. Okay. So listen, a lot of people said that a soft bar would not work. I don't know. Would I be the first person who would be signing up to go to a soft bar? No, I wouldn't. However, that doesn't mean it wouldn't work. I mean, if in fact you have a lot of people, especially fans of Summer House, who are sober and they're like, oh, you know what? Well, guess what we want to do? We want to go to this soft bar in this bar that has no alcohol, zero alcohol content in the cocktails. Yeah, that's what we want to go to. Okay. Well, then I think that that would be a little bit different. But no, to say that I'm not skeptical a little bit, like I feel like that would just be like me lying to all of you, which I think ultimately is doing a disservice. But hold on, we're not done. So, on top of that, Julia Lemigova also talked about Martina's surrogacy remarks, and Martina initially posted and then she deleted. Surrogacy is just wrong. You just cannot have it all. And obviously that sparked a lot of backlash given that the couple adopted two boys just last year. But Julia's response on Watch What Happens Live, she clarified that she and Martina do not share the same brain. They don't always align. And she also expressed full support for surrogacy and stated that Martina's comments were taken out of context. So she defended Martina for sure, but she added that Martina wasn't being rude intentionally, but tends to avoid drama and is pretty camera shy, especially during the confrontation around Gertie and the Zoom debate dinner. Now, my thing is, you as a lesbian woman And this is the only thing that I just don't understand. You as a lesbian woman, you get the benefit of adopting children. Cool, amazing. But then you have somebody like Andy Cohen who wanted to make sure that he could use a surrogate to have his own biological children. And then you're saying, oh, well, you can't have it all. I don't actually agree with that. I think that that's such an ignorant claim to be made. And I don't care if she's like, oh my God, it's Martina Navratilova, whatever the fuck. Who gives a fuck? I'm saying if at the point that you're starting to say, oh, well, I don't care how these people expand their families or whatever, I don't like that. Sure, you might be a tennis pro. Amazing. That's phenomenal. But it doesn't mean that you get to be the end all be all spokesperson for things like this. And I think that things like this, especially when it comes to surrogacy or people trying to have their own children, especially gay couples trying to have their own children, I think it switches it up a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But no, I feel like at the end of the day, this shouldn't even be a conversation. Now, with that, oh, there she is. So Kenya Moore is also going through some shit because the landlord has officially sued Kenya's company, More Vision Media, for $21,897 in unpaid rent. That was from December of 2024 to April of 2025, plus $5,909 in operating expenses and an ongoing accrual of $149.98 a day in unpaid rent. So Kenya's countersuit was also filed in June, claiming breach of contract and legal fees, demanding over $89,000, prompting both parties to escalate litigation to the Georgia Superior Court. But she alleges that the landlord failed to reimburse her agreed tenant improvement allowance, which was $79,000, which she invested in building a second floor to the salon. So if I'm not paying rent and they're not paying me TIA, we're at an impasse. Now, Kenya also noted that her salon space has been mostly recently empty, and she's uncertain whether she'll remain vacant soon, but she is determined to move forward regardless. Now, I guess it just makes me wonder for her, like, okay, well, you're saying that you... This is so fucking confusing. Guys, can you pop off in the comment section? Can you just let me know what you think? Because I'm a little confused. Smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.